because of the death threats, because of the torture. And he kept working, but a very professional person, a very in the professional IT world, very smart, and just very successful with lots of connections in the business world. So his story really hit home with me. How this really hits anybody. It can hit anybody who's successful. Good in the business world. I had great jobs too. Nothing like that, nothing multi-million, but working for a medical company that sets up oxygen. Also writing grants for St. Jude. These were great jobs, which the V2K and the torture tried to hit me very hard, so I'd have to quit those jobs, and I eventually did. 2 years ago, and I had to go on disability. His story, just check it out. As somebody with V2K, people don't really talk about the specifics of their V2K a lot. I try to a little bit, but it's hard to really talk about. And what Chris Burton calls it, and what his attackers call them, are treatments, little scenarios and narrations and scripts, that are called treatments. And it was very, very interesting because he said, one of his treatments was a man and a woman, and they would talk about him for a long time, for a couple of years, and that's basically the treatment that I have. My protocol of V2K is like a man and a woman, but it's definitely more than two people 24 hours a day. It's automated, shift workers, voice modification. But that's basically, the majority of my V2K is a man and a woman talking together about me, about this, about what they're doing, about what they think about it all. And then he said, it kind of switched from that to where they started talking to him directly, and threatening him, and saying, if you do this, blah blah blah. Really check it out. But it was interesting how I have a friend with V2K, a TI friend with V2K, and he had that second treatment where they talked to him directly. They kind of acted, and this was the important part of that protocol. Is that they told him that he was going to get out. Like, this is important technology. This is an important program you're in, and we're going to see if you're going to get out. And there's a lot of details in Chris Burton's interview about it. But my TI friend had that exact same narrative of his V2K, where they were talking directly to him, trying to act like they were friends with him sometimes, saying that he would get out of it. And then when the time came to let him go, they did not. They did not let him out of it, and it was just a big trick to give him hope. They haven't done that with me. They haven't said they're going to let me out. It's mostly just a man and a woman talking about it, and then them, saying they need to put me away and stuff like that. I might, I don't know. I'm going to have to really build up. I mean, Chris Burton is a very strong individual, and he's very brave to come out and just, go through what they do. And I'm sorry, I got some burpees. He's very brave to come out and put it all into detail. And I think I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna follow suit on him. I know I talk about it here and there a little bit, but I'm gonna kind of talk about the treatments that I'm given, and kind of what it sounds like is happening. I know I do that a little bit, but I might do just a video just on that because of what Chris Burton did. Very brave guy, very smart guy. They're really, he has a very intelligent brain, and he worked at a bunch of charities after he started getting tortured. And it's sad to see because, as I know, and I was listening to him, I mean, it creates neurological deterioration where your memory's bad, your short and long-term memory is bad, gets worse and worse, where, you can't find the words to say things. Like, y'all can look at earlier videos from me, and probably used a lot bigger words. I probably used a bigger vocabulary, but that tends to, be scrunched down as time goes by, and you just have to use kind of the simple vocabulary that everybody uses because, you're being brain damaged, with the directed energy weapons. But just, please check out that interview. It was really, really good. So those are the main two things that I wanted to talk about. Please go to the 2017 unityandhope.com. That's going on this weekend. Please pray for that to be successful. It just really lends a lot of credibility to our community. I think a lot of people are gonna, come together and think of a lot better ideas, some better ideas for what we need to do to keep getting this out. And we are getting there. I know I say this a lot. It's not fast enough for me. I'm struggling a lot, and I kind of don't even really want to make these videos because it's like I feel like I sound dumb. But I made a promise, to my parents. I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to other TIs that I would just keep talking about this and keep fighting it. So I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop till this is over, till these crimes are over. I'm not going to say the other thing because we've got to have hope. We've got to believe that we can do this, and that God is behind us, and that even in the darkest times, that there are still miracles waiting for us. But yeah, that's basically all I had to talk about. There was something else that I wanted to talk about, but I totally forgot it. I totally blanked on it. Yeah, we were talking about it last night on my Thursday night late call. It's after Ella's call. And another TI, I don't know if I'm not going to say his name right now, but he had a great idea and we do this for a lot of calls. Sometimes we brainstorm, but, he was bringing up the idea of, brainstorming for, a whole call or for, a couple of hours. So I think for my next, late night Thursday call, if you guys come to it, for the first 2 hours, I think we're just going to have a brainstorming session of what we can do to get the word out, to get this out more, to get awareness out, and to stop these crimes. People are doing so many things, and it's so successful. Karen Stewart, Dr. Horton, Ramola D. Ella has a show on Revolution Radio that's just awesome. Please check that out. That's what I want to say that to. You can look up the shows on YouTube, on Ella F. I think it's Ella F is the YouTube channel, and she has a lot of interviews on Revolution Radio. It's Saturday morning, and I need to get more specific information on that. I'm never up to go to it, but it's a great show. She's getting so many whistleblowers on that show and getting a lot of information out. She did an interview with Karen Stewart, Richard Lighthouse, tons of other people that I can't remember, but so many people are doing so much to get awareness out, and we just got to keep doing it, and I feel like, with YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, other social media, we've got weapons there. We've got huge pathways of information that we need to get organized. We need to get organized and do a huge push. I know we're telling our stories, TIs, we're giving our testimonies, we're kind of keeping people updated, but we need to get organized on social media. And I know a lot of people they're building groups and meeting and everything like that, so it's already being used great, but we can just do better. We can always do better to get the word out. I mean, this is our lives, so obviously we can always do better until these crimes are ended, right? So I'm not saying that this isn't me saying, oh, everybody's doing a horrible job. That Terry handing out flyers, he's, not doing a good job at all because this program isn't in it. It's nothing like that. And also, Terry's still, chugging away, getting people to hand out flyers and wear T-shirts. On my next, I haven't been able to buy a T-shirt because I'm so poor. I'm having so much trouble. But, I've handed out some flyers, especially handing them out to my family and the people, closest to me. But then I have gone and handed them out. I just don't want to put it on video yet. I may do a video where I don't show people's faces, but I just kind of, you can kind of listen to what I'm saying to them as I hand them the flyer. I kind of just handed them the flyer and didn't say much, because it was my first time. I didn't bombard them with information because I hadn't, got it kind of straight in my head, everything that I wanted to say about the history of it and things like that. I kind of just said the basic, they're targeted individuals in America. They're being, experimented on with directed energy weapons. Please check it out. It's a very important cause, But I'm going to do some videos like that. I'm supposed to get together with Terry, but I'm just trying to survive. I think he's so busy with so many things. But we're getting stuff worked out. It's just we gotta just keep coming at this. And I'm really forgetting what I'm supposed to talk about right now. I'm really forgetting what I kind of had planned in my head. Yeah, but it's not to say oh no, everything we're doing on social media and getting together and giving our testimonies, that's horrible and just needs to all be changed. I'm just saying, if I'm saying anything, I'm saying, we can do better. And I think every TI knows that. Even the ones who are doing awesome work, we can still do more. We can still do better because we need to end these crimes. So until these crimes are ended, we can do better. And that's my point. But I'm not saying everything that everybody's doing isn't so awesome. It isn't ramping up completely, exponentially getting better. And that's why I say we can do better, because it's happening. I mean, I've seen it through these 5 years. 7 years that I've been tortured, but really 5 years kind of in the community, 2 years kind of floating in space, not knowing what was going on, not knowing that this was a huge crime all over the globe, thinking that it was only me. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. But I mean, that's kind of all I wanted to say on this video. I hope I put some good information out. I definitely wanted to talk about the Unity and Hope Conference, and just if anybody sees this video who's at the Unity and Hope Conference, just hello from Vulcan Wolverine, Kyle, aka Vulcan Wolverine, and I hope y'all are getting some stuff done. I hope y'all are getting some information out, making some connections. Allison, you are awesome. Allison, you are awesome. I mean, you're awesome, and we all support what you're doing. The whole TI community supports what you're doing, and keep going. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you. We love you for your strength and for what you're putting in. It's amazing. It's amazing. With more TIs like you, these crimes will not be around for long. We'll drag this out into the public. So if anybody's watching this at the conference, I just want to say, all my love from Kyle, aka Vulcan Wolverine. Let's do this. Let's keep talking about this. Let's end these crimes. Let's put everything into the best way we can say it, and get people aware, and and just stop these crimes. Stop these crimes. Get free, and get out of pain. Alright guys, well, that is kind of all for now. I'm gonna make, I just wanted to do a short video kind of giving y'all an update and definitely talking about that, coming up to 30 minutes. But remember, God is behind us. We are getting there. Let's keep going. Stay strong, guys. And I'll see you on the next one.